Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Siboga TV, which is your #1 online political channel, which is the way forward for ODM as a political party, since now it has its interim party leader, that is Oburu Oginga. Because before the death of Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, it was very clear that probably 2027, ODM was going to be on the ballot, or it was going to support President William Samoei Arap Ruto. But now, since Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga is no more, what is the way forward for ODM as a political party from now until 2027 and from 2027 forward? That is actually what I want us to have a candid discussion about. But before we dive in, I could request you kindly to take a minute and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends. And if your friends are not lovers, are actually lovers of politics, then it's good to request them for us to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for those ones who have actually subscribed to our YouTube channel and they always keep watching our videos, I say thank you. May God bless you, because you really inspire us to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. And whenever you subscribe to our YouTube channel, always make sure to hit the notification bell. Now, let us come back to the discussion, the way forward for ODM as a political party. Because we have been hearing some of the ODM political leaders coming out and saying that ODM was actually left in government, and that is where it will stay until 2027 and after 2027. And that group which believes in that, they believe that 2027, they will support William Samoei Arap Ruto. We also have another school of thought which believes that 2027, they will have a presidential candidate. And that is the like of Edwin Sifuna, because Edwin Sifuna believes that for ODM to survive 2027, they must have a presidential candidate. So those are the way ODM members believes, and they are actually divided, I can say, mainly into those two factions. But now ODM has a leader by the name Oburu Odinga. And what does Oburu Odinga believe? In which way does he want to take ODM forward? Please, I would like you to listen to Oburu Odinga.
We were given a raw deal that we have not worked well at the end of our arrangement, this broad-based government. Then we have options to talk to other people. We have not tied ourselves and our hands to an arrangement which now makes it impossible for our party to talk to anybody else in case we are not in agreement with the implementation and we are not satisfied that we have been given, if we feel that we have been given a raw deal, that our people have not received what they are supposed to get in terms of development, in terms of justice, and so on, then we are free to join with any other formation. That's what we are saying. We are not saying that we are not going to work with Ruto because he is one of the options which is there open for us to continue.
Not the only option.
But not the only option.
You have heard from the horse mouth. Oburu Odinga is saying that what they have to do now is actually to make ODM as a political party to be very, very strong. They want to have a unity of purpose within ODM as a political party. And that is what they must do now. And as far as 2027 is concerned, Oburu Odinga is saying that let come 2027, because now they are in broad-based government until 2027. They will see whether they can support President William Samoei Arap Ruto, or they will field a candidate who will take ODM forward and who will make sure that ODM forms the government. And in my own, I think ODM has two major things which they must do as we approach 2027. And one of the things which they might do is actually to support William Samoei Arap Ruto. The second thing that they might do is actually to have a presidential candidate who will use ODM. And if you have always been listening to Edwin Sifuna is also on the side that let come 2027, ODM will actually fill a presidential candidate. And that presidential candidate is going to stop at presidency and is going to win 2027 presidential election. That is what Edwin Sifuna actually believes. And if you have not come across that from Edwin Sifuna, please listen to this.
Unajua sahi kila mtu ako na mambo yake, anasema oh, mi baba aliniambia hii, baba aliniambia ile. Lakini ile tunaweza kukubaliana yote ni ile alituambia sisi sote. Tukiwa wazi mbele ya umma. Baba alisema nini? Alisema tunadhifishe chama chetu kwa ajili ya uchaguzi wa mwaka 2027 tuweze kutoa na sisi candidate wa kuchaguliwa mwaka 2027. Hiki chama mimi ninavyowajua nyinyi, ninavyowajua nguvu zenu. Nimewaona bana. Nimewaona nyinyi mkipigana hapa wakati wa chaguzi ndogo kule Malindi. Mheshimiwa Party Leader, ilikuwa ni fujo. Lakini nyinyi ninavyowajua hakuna jambo ambalo tunaweza wekwa mbele yetu ati tushinde. Mimi najua tukiamua leo hii ya kwamba tunamsimamisha party leader wetu huyu 2027, watu wanaenda nyumbani. Tukiamua tunasimamisha huyu Abdul Swamad. Tukiamua tunasimamisha huyu Abdul Swamad ama deputy party leaders wale wengine wote, tutashinda huo uchaguzi. Mukisema SG wenu wasimame kura 2027, hiyo uchaguzi tunashinda tena mapema. So nasikia kuna watu wanazunguka wakisema oh, ati ni baba pekee alikuwa anaweza kuangusha wao kura.
After listening to that, you can get from the Secretary General of ODM, Edwin Sifuna. He believes that if ODM will be strengthened, will be made to be very strong, then 2027, it actually could be ready to have a presidential candidate. And that presidential candidate will have the potential of actually winning 2027 presidential election and making ODM to have or to form the government. But let us try to analyze a bit further that ODM, which are the options they have, let come 2027. And as I have told you, Ari, for me, I always believe that they have two options, not more than two, because we have people who believe they have even the third option. But for me, These two options are the only option that ODM can have. The first option, as I said earlier, is to support William Samoei Arap Ruto. And the second option is actually to field a presidential candidate. So those are the viable options for ODM as a political party. Let me explain the first option of supporting William Samoei Arap Ruto. As we know, 2027, even if ODM will have a presidential candidate, that presidential candidate cannot be able to win. But if ODM wants to be in government, it must support William Samoei Arap Ruto. And once it will support William Samoei Ruto, it means it will be in government. And it means that it will be given several slots within the government, or the government will be actually be divided into two, and this half of the slots will be dished to ODM as a what? As a political party, and another half will be towards the side of Kenya Kwanza as a political party and his affiliate. So that can happen, but it is going to be like so if ODM is able to strengthen itself and it is able to confirm that it is going to sweep the entire Nyanza region, the entire western region, the entire coastal region. That what I mean, it's going to have massive supporters from all its stronghold. And if that happens, then I'm very sure William Samoei Arap Ruto actually can give even half of the government to ODM as a political party. And that will make or will position ODM to produce a presidential candidate late come 2032. Even another strategy they are trying to bull across is that they also want to get the running mate of President William Samoei Arap Ruto. And therefore, if their game becomes very smart, there is a very high possibility that ODM will produce a running mate to William Samoei Arap Ruto. But they must prove that they have the strength. They must prove that they are in charge of all its strongholds. That is when they will be, probably they can be given the running mate position. And that will position ODM towards 2032 presidential election. So that is the best option for me. Another option is actually going for presidency. Late come 2027 as a political party. But that, for my own understanding, it can weaken ODM. And it can make ODM actually even not to become closer to position 2. It will be position 3. Because that means we will have one opposition which is actually being flaunted from the united opposition, and then we will have another opposition from the side of what? From the side of ODM as a political party, and that will weaken opposition so much, and probably one side of opposition will ditch the united opposition and it will enter into the government. So in my own thinking, the ODM has only those two options, but the best option is to join the government of William Samoei Arap Ruto. So even if now you may be hearing we want to field a candidate, others saying we are weighing the options of supporting William Samoei Ruto. For me, I feel that they don't have an option. The only viable option for them is actually to join William Samoei Arap Ruto. I really don't know what's your take about this issue. So which is the way forward for ODM? And do you think ODM is going to support William Samoei Arap Ruto? Please drop your comments in the comment section below. And if this is your first time to bump into this YouTube channel, I request you kindly to take a minute and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell. Share this video to your friends and request them for us to subscribe to this YouTube channel, even if they are lovers of politics. And for those ones who have actually subscribed to our YouTube channel and they always keep watching our videos, I say thank you. May God bless you, because you really inspire us to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. And with that, I say thank you. May God bless you all abundantly until we meet in our next political discussion. Goodbye.